Hi children, today we are going to learn 7th class first chapter integers exercise number 1.4. So without wasting time, let's start our class. In the first bit, in the exercise number 1.4, there are 5 filling the blanks are there. Let me solve the problems. First bit, first one. So here this question is based on the signs, multiplications of signs, that is plus into place is equal to place and minus into minus is equal to place into minus or minus into place equal to minus or minus into place equal to minus. These kind of signs multiplications. Based on these questions, we have this fill in the blanks. Overall there are 5 fill in the blanks are here. This is fourth one, minus 20 into half minus 10 is equal to dash. And the fifth one, this is the last one in this bit, 15 into minus 3 is equal. 15 into minus 3 equal to dash. So let us go for this fill in the blanks. Let us multiply first signs. We have to multiply the symbols. Minus into minus, that is the place. You have to write the place or the limit. 100 into 6. 100 into 6, that is 600. Then plus 600 is the answer. Now, here, minus 3 into dash equal to plus 3. So, here you got plus 3. So, minus into minus only we get the plus. Minus into minus, then only we get the plus. So 3 into 1 equal to 1. 3 into 1 equal to 3. So minus 3 into minus 1 will give us plus 3. Minus into minus plus 3 ones are 3. It is balanced again. Now here also we need to multiply. 100 before there is nothing but plus. Plus into minus is minus 6 into 100 into 6, that is 600. This is minus 600. Here we got plus 600 because minus into minus is plus. Here plus into minus is minus, so 100 into 6 is minus 600. Now here the same thing as like a first one, minus into minus is plus 20 into 10. 20 tens, that is 200. Now here 15 before there is nothing but a plus. If there is no sign before the number, that is always plus. Plus into minus is minus. 15 3s are 45. So this is the way we can complete this. Again we have some simplifications based on like this only, but they are not filling the blanks. There are questions here. There are many 10 questions are there in the second bit. In the second bit there are 10 internal questions are there. So let me solve any 3 or 4 to be understanding. Second bit. Let me go for the first one. Okay, find each of the following products. Products means multiplications. Okay, we need to find the product of these numbers. 3 into minus 1. So we know that just now we have solved. Here 3 before there is nothing but a plus. Plus into minus is minus. 3 ones are 3. So this is the answer. Minus 3 is the answer. Write the therefore. You write therefore the second one. Minus 1 into 225. Minus 1 into 225. However, here also same. Before 225, nothing but there is a place. Yes, let us multiply now. Minus into place is minus. 1 into 225 is 225. Let me go for the third one. Minus 21 into minus 30. So these kind of problems also we solve. Now minus into minus is place. So place is our list. Either we can write the place symbol or you don't write. That is same. So here 21 into 30. 21 into 30. You multiply now. 21 into 30. What we get? 1 0 you write. Simple multiplication. 1 0 you write here. With 3 you multiply. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. That is 630 plus 630 because minus into minus is plus. Okay, let me go for the fourth one. Here minus 316 into minus 1. Minus 316 into minus 1. Minus into minus, that is the place. 316 into 1, that is 316 only. So these are the very small problems. So let's take some more problems here. The fifth one, fifth question. Minus 15 into 0 into minus 18. Simple. Here the answer directly we get 0. How? Minus 15 into 0. 15 into 0 is 0. 0 into minus 18. It is always 0. It's not matter that either 0 is a positive or negative. 0 does not contain any sign. That means 0 is neither positive nor negative. So this you remember. Minus 15 into 0, 0. 0 into minus 18, that is also will give us 0 only. Write the therefore. And let me go for the sixth one here. Minus 12 into minus 11 into 10. Okay, let us multiply this number now. First we will multiply the any 2. Let's take this 2 and we will multipy. So these two terms. What is there? Minus into minus, that is plus 12 into 11. 12 ones are 12. 1 carry. 12 ones are 12 plus 1, that is 13. 132 we got. The product of these two numbers is 132 into, what is there here? 10. Which 10? It is also a plus 10. Plus into plus, that is a plus. However, that is a plus. 132 into 10, 1320. So this is one. Now let me go for the one more question. That will be end of this. Now I will go for the ninth one. The remaining problem you do it. Minus 1 into, minus 2 into, minus 3 into 4 plus 4. So let us do it. First take step by step and do it. Not at a time. Let's take these two terms and we'll do it first. Minus into minus, that is plus. 1 into 2 is 2. So when we find the product of these two numbers, we got plus 2. Let's rewrite the same. These two numbers we write as it is. So far we did not solve it. Again we will take these two terms and we will do it. Again two more terms. So plus into minus is minus. Plus into minus is minus. 2 into 3, that is 6. Now what is there into again? This term is left again. That is 4 is left like that only. We kept like that. Now we go for that. Which plus it is? This 4 it is plus 4. So minus into plus 4. Minus into plus is minus. First we need to multiply the symbols. Minus into plus is minus. 6 4s are 24. So minus 24 is the answer. So the 7th one, 8th one and 10th one. Only 3 questions we have to do it. 7th question, 8th question and 10th question. These 3 you need to solve it and check your answers. Okay. Then we go for third week. From the third week, these are the word problems. From third week, these are word problems. Here, let me read these questions. Okay. So if you have textbook, you can see clearly. Okay. Here, a certain freezing process requires that the room temperature will be lowered from 40 degrees centigrade at the rate of 5 hours for every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? So, the simple that to understand here, a certain freezing process requires the room temperature will be lowered from 40 degrees centigrade at the rate of every 5 degrees of for every hour. That means, suppose let's see, if you are sitting in a room, suppose that room temperature is 40 degrees centigrade at right now. After every 1 hour, that room temperature is decreasing 5 degrees centigrade. So now time, suppose it is the 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock your room temperature is 40 degrees centigrade. At 11 o'clock, it will be decreases 5 degrees centigrade. That means from 40 degrees centigrade, you subtract 5 degrees centigrade, that will be 35 degrees centigrade. Again, at 12 o'clock, again 5 degrees centigrade will be decreases. That means the 11 o'clock it has 35 degrees centigrade. At 12 o'clock, it will be 30 degrees centigrade. 1 o'clock, it will be 25 degrees centigrade. It will be processed like that. So, how many hours like that? After the 10 hours, what will be the room temperature? This is what the question. So, what are those? Let us try to solve this third question solution. Okay, what is given here? At the beginning. Okay, at the beginning, given that means what the starting the room temperature is. Starting room temperature is equal to the starting room temperature is 40 degrees centigrade. Okay, after every 1 hour, the decreasing temperature after every 1 hour decreases temperature after every 1 hour. Every hour equal to how many degrees centigrade is decreases? 5 degrees centigrade is decreases. After every 1 hour, 5 degrees centigrade is decreases. So here the question is asked. What is the question exactly? After 10 hours, RTP. That means we require to find. What we need to find out? What is the temperature after 10 hours? What is the room temperature after 10 hours? What is the room temperature after 10 hours? Very simple. Let us find out here. We go for the proof. We'll find out the answer. So at first of all, we can do it at two different ways. Okay, beginning or starting, the room temperature is room temperature was 40 degree centigrade. So after 10 hours, the room temperature is after 10 hours, room temperature is after 10 hours. What is the room temperature? See, for every 1 hour, 5 degrees centigrade is decreases. When it is decreases, we will put the minus. That means minus 5 degrees centigrade is goes. First it is 40 degrees centigrade. After 1 hour, minus 5 degrees centigrade. Then next hour, again minus 5 degrees centigrade. So the 5 degrees centigrade is decreases. So we kept the minus 5 degrees centigrade here. How many hours it decreases? 10 hours it decreases. Okay, how many hours? 10 hours it decreases. First we have 40. After 10 hours, the room temperature is. What is the room temperature after 10 hours? First it is 40 degrees centigrade. After 10 hours, how much degrees centigrade are decreased? See, for every hour 5 degrees centigrade is decreases. How many hours are decreased? 10 hours are decreased. So here 10 hours into every hour 5 degrees centigrade are decreasing. So this is what we need to do it. From the present temperature we need to subtract how many degrees centigrade are decreased. 10 hours. That each and every hour 5 degrees centigrade are decreased. So 10 hours into 5 degrees centigrade, 50 degrees centigrade are decreased. So 40 degrees centigrade minus, we are subtracting. At starting the temperature is 40 degrees centigrade minus after 10 hours 10 into 5, 50 degrees centigrade. So 50 degrees centigrade we need to subtract. So here plus 40 degrees, from 40 degrees centigrade subtract the 50 degrees centigrade. From 40 you subtract 50, we get minus 10 degree centigrade. So this is the answer. After the 10 hours the room temperature is minus 10 degree centigrade. So in this way we can do it, or not there is a one more way you can do it here. Okay, at the starting first it is 40 degree centigrade. After 1 hour, okay, it is a starting. After 1 hour 5 degree centigrade start decrease, so 35. After 2 hours, so 35 minus 5 again 30. 3 hours 25. For 4 hours it is 20. After 5 hours it is 15 degree centigrade. After 6 hours it is 10 degree centigrade. After 7 hours it is a 5 degree centigrade. After 8 hours it is a 0 degree centigrade. Then after 9 hours it is minus 5 degrees centigrade. After 10 hours it is minus 10 degree centigrade. You can write in the words and you can also go for this process. Or not, this is a simple way we can do it. Okay, it will not take a time consuming process. We can go for very easy way. Here first starting room temperature is 40 degree centigrade. From that total 50 degree centigrade are decreased in the 10 hours time. So 40 minus 50 degree centigrade will give us minus 10 degree centigrade. That is the present room temperature. So here the fourth question. This question you can see here on the screen. In a class test containing for 10 questions, 3 marks are awarded for every correct answer and minus 1 marks are for every incorrect answers. 0 marks, 0 for questions not attempted. So there are 3 internal questions are asked. So let us see the 3 internal questions. Gopi gets 5 correct and 5 incorrect answers. What is his score? The second question. Reshma gets 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. What is her score? Then third one. Rashmi gets 3 correct and 4 incorrect answers. Out of 7 questions she attempts. Out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? These are the 3 questions. Now let us see that what is the given that. So let us write here one by one the given that. Here clearly said that in a class test contains for 10 questions. The total number of questions are number of questions equal to 10. The total number of questions are 10. 4 marks are awarded for every correct answer. The marks awarded for correct answers, marks awarded for the correct answers for correct answers 4 marks are awarded for every correct answers. So the marks awarded for incorrect answers, that is equal to minus 1 mark. So here it clearly said that 3 marks are awarded for every correct answer. Here 3 marks are awarded for every correct answers and minus 1 mark is for every incorrect answers. And not attempting questions. The marks awarded for not attempted answers equal to 0. This is what they have given. So let us see one by one what is their score. Here clearly said that first question, Gopi gets 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. Gopi written 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. Let us see that. Okay. For correct answers, Gopi written 5 5 correct answers and 5 incorrect answers. So the marks awarded for 5 correct answers equal to, and the marks awarded for 5 incorrect answers equal to, that we have to write. Therefore the marks awarded for 5 correct answers, for 5 correct answers, 5 correct answers equal to, see, 5 questions you written correct into, for every correct answer there is a 3 marks are awarded. So 3 marks equal to total 15 marks you have to get, because 5 correct answers you written. For 5 correct answers you should get a 15 marks. 5 3s are 15. But we also written 5 incorrect answers. No? Let us see the marks awarded for 5 incorrect answers. So 5 into, for every incorrect answer there is a minus 1 mark. They will deduct 1 mark. If it is a wrong answer, they will give, they will cut the 1 mark. So how many marks they will cut now? 5 marks into minus 1, that equal to minus 5 marks they will cut. Actually you should get 15 marks, but due to the attempting incorrect answers, they are deducting 5 marks here. So therefore the Gopi score, equal to, how much score you got? Therefore the Gopi score equal to total 15 marks minus 5 marks, that equal to Gopi got only 10 marks. Actually you should get 15 marks, but you have written a 5 incorrect answer. Due to the 5 incorrect answers, they are deducted 5 marks. So 15 marks minus 5 marks is 10 marks. So Gopi score is only 10 marks. Now let us see that what is the second question. Okay, what is the second question? Okay, what is the second question here? Who is the second person here? Reshma gets 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. Okay, who is this second one? Reshma written 7 correct and 3 incorrect answers. 7 correct and 3 incorrect answers. So the marks awarded for 7 correct answers equal to 7 into 3 marks, that equal to 7 3s are 21 marks. Actually Reshma should get is 21 marks, but she also written 3 incorrect answers. So the marks awarded for 3 incorrect answers equal to 3 into, for every incorrect answer there is a minus 1 mark is awarded. So that equal to minus 3 marks. Therefore the Reshma score equal to actually 21 marks minus this 3 marks due to the incorrect answer. So 21 minus 3, that is 18 marks. From 21 marks to subtract 3 marks you will get 18 marks. So this is the Reshma marks actually. So here again the third person, Rashmi. Okay, regarding the third one we go for that. So very simple this kind of answers. Rashmi written 3 correct answers and 4 incorrect answers. 4 incorrect answers. 3 correct and 4 incorrect. Out of only 7, she attempted only 7 questions. Out of 10 questions, she attempted only 7 questions. In that 7, 3 are correct, 4 are incorrect. Let's see then. The marks awarded for 3 correct answers, 3 into, for every correct answer there is a 3 marks. So 3 into 3, 9 marks are awarded for the correct answer for Reshma. So the marks awarded for incorrect answer. How many incorrect answers are there? 4 incorrect answers are there. For 4 incorrect answers, for every incorrect answer, minus 1 mark is awarded. So minus 4, marks are given here. So the total score of Rashmi, Rashmi's score equal to, actually she should get 9 marks, but she attempted 4 incorrect answers. For every incorrect answer there is a -1 mark, so 4 incorrect is equal to -4 marks. 9 marks minus 4 marks is 5 marks. So this is Rashmi's score, she got only 5 marks. In this way we can complete these answers. Okay, in the same model in exercise number 1.7 there are first 2 questions are there that you can, I hope you can do it. Once you try it in the exercise number 1.7 in the same model you have some more questions. Okay, let's go for the next question now. It's a very simple question, but we need to think while writing. Maximum word problems are very simple actually, because maximum information will be given in the word problems only. Okay, 5th one. A merchant on selling rice earns ₹10 for bag of basmati rice sold and a loss of rupees for bag of non-basmati rice. Okay, so here he said clearly a merchant will get 10 rupees profit if he sells basmati rice bag. He'll get 5 rupees loss if he sell non-basmati rice bags. In a business there will be profit and loss, but if he sells a basmati rice bag, he'll get 10 rupees profit. He'll get a non-basmati rice bag, he'll get 5 rupees loss. So there are 2 questions he asked. See the first question. He sells 3000 bags of basmati rice and 5000 bags of non-basmati rice in a month. In 1 month he sold 3000 basmati rice bags and 5000 non-basmati rice bags. So what he asked, what is the profit or loss in a month? That means he'll get a profit or loss, that we need to find out. So let us write here the given that let's see what is given. A merchant on selling, okay, he get a profit, getting a profit on 10 rupees, he get a 10 rupees profit on selling a basmati rice bag. The profit he gets on the basmati rice bag, the profit we get, by selling one basmati rice bag, one basmati rice bag equal to 10 rupees you'll get, that is profit. So therefore the loss he gets by selling one non-basmati rice bag equal to ₹5. He'll get 10 rupees profit on selling a profit on a basmati rice bag, and he'll get 5 rupees loss. 5 rupees loss in the non-basmati rice bags. So we know that always profit will be shown in the positive, loss will show in the negative. So we'll get -5 rupees on selling every non-basmati rice bags. So here it is clear. This is the main thing actually. He'll get 5 rupees loss in the non-basmati rice. That means -5 rupees. He'll get plus 10 rupees on every basmati rice bags. So this is the first question. First question is what? He sells 3000 basmati rice bags and 5000 non-basmati rice bags in a month. What is the profit or loss in a month? In that particular month, you get a profit or loss if he sells 3000 basmati rice bags and 5000 non-basmati rice bags. Okay, the profit he gets by selling 3000 basmati rice bags, that we need to write. Now first one, the profit. He in the sense here merchant. The profit he gets by selling how many bags here? Not one bags. 3,000. 3,000 is sold. What? Basmati rice bags. 3,000 basmati rice bags equal 3,000 into, and every bag will get 10 rupees profit. So 3,000 into 10, that is rupees 30,000. He gets 30,000 rupees profit. 30,000 rupees will get profit if he sells 3,000 basmati rice bags. So he also got a loss. He also got a loss. How much? Let's see. The loss he gets. Loss he got. Okay. Loss he gets by selling 5,000 non-basmati rice bags equal. Here 5,000 non-basmati bags is sold into, each bag will get 5 rupees loss, and each bag will get rupees 5 rupees loss. So we need to do it. Here 5,000 is plus, here it is minus. So minus, how much he get loss? 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 5s are 25. So 25,000 rupees of loss in it. He gets 30,000 rupees profit on selling basmati rice bags. He get 25 rupees loss of selling non-basmati rice bags. So 30,000 profit, 25,000 rupees loss. So directly we can understand, is in again profit. Okay, the merchant is always is in profit only. So therefore the merchant get profit. Therefore the merchant, here the merchant he gets profit. He gets profit. How much? Let us see. He was 30,000 rupees profit on selling basmati rice minus, but he also lost 25,000 rupees by the selling of non-basmati rice bags. Even though he has 30,000 profit, 25,000 loss. Even there is a 5,000 rupees of profit he had. 30,000 minus 25,000. Okay, the merchant he gets the profit, that is 5,000 rupees. Is in profit of 5,000 rupees. So they get a 5,000 rupees profit in that particular month. If he sells 3,000 basmati rice bags and 5,000 non-basmati rice bags, even though he is in profit of 5,000. So see that second question is that, in that second internal question he asked, second internal question, yes, that is, what is the number of basmati rice bag must to be sell to have neither profit nor loss? If the number of bags of non-basmati rice sold is 6,400, number of non-basmati rice are sold, therefore number of non-basmati rice bags sold equal to 6,400. 6,400 non-basmati rice bags is sold. So non-basmati rice bags will get loss. So how many basmati rice bags you should sold? You should sell to neither get profit nor loss. Is it loss? No. Should not get a loss. So how many basmati rice bags we need to sell it? That is was the question. So as we know that you get profit on one basmati rice bag sold, 10 rupees profit. You get 5 rupees loss on non-basmati rice bag sold. So the here to get neither profit or loss, That means neither profit nor loss machine should not get profit, should not be loss. Constant, it should be stable. Okay, to get that, here it is simple that profit into number of basmati rice bags, equal to loss into number of non-basmati rice bags. Simple. If you do in this way, if you do it, profit into number of basmati rice bags equal to loss into number of non-basmati rice bags. In this way, if you do, you get it. Here profit, how much profit you get on each bag? You get 10 rupees profit on each bag of basmati rice bags sold. So here number of, how many number of basmati rice bags should be sold? That we don't know. So let us write number of basmati rice bags. This we need to find out. Basmati rice bags equal to loss. We know how much loss we get. Minus 5 rupees will get loss into here 6,400. So here we will get 5 rupees loss on every non-basmati rice bags. Here how many non-basmati rice bags are sold? 6,400 non-basmati rice are sold. But so this is what actually. So now what we need to do it, we have to find out how many number of basmati rice bags we need to sell. So let us find out the number of basmati rice bags. So this 10 is multiplied to the number of basmati rice bags. Now we will transfer the side. 10 is multiplied, so 10 will be divided. So here we get number of basmati rice bags equal to what we have here, 5 into 6,400 by this 10. Here 5 ones are 5 2s are 10, 2 ones are 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4 and 0. Therefore we got it now. Therefore the merchant should sell 3,200 basmati rice bag to get neither profit nor loss. Neither profit nor loss. So we have to sell 3,200 basmati rice bags to balance the loss. Already you will get, if we sell 6,400 of non-basmati rice bags is sold. So already non-basmati rice bags is already in the loss. To cover the loss, we must sell 3,200 basmati rice bags. So you will never get a profit, you won't get a loss. This is the way we need to do it. Profit into basmati rice bags. This is, it should be balanced to the loss into non-basmati rice bags. Profit will get on basmati rice bags, loss will get on non-basmati rice bags. These both are balanced. These both should be equal. We said that why we made a equal here. You should not get profit, you should not get loss. So that's why we made it equal like this. So I hope you understand this one. And there is a last question in this exercise. There is a sixth question. Let's go for the sixth one. There is a very simple. It is also a filling the blanks question. Let us complete this filling the blanks. With this exercise will get complete. Again, there are 3 more exercises in this chapter. Sixth bit. Replace the blanks with an integer to make it's a true statement. To make the true statement, we have to replace with an integer here. Minus 3 into dash equal to 27 is the first one. And the second, dash into minus 8 equal to minus 56, and the third one 5 into dash equal to minus 35, and fourth one dash into minus 12 equal to 132. So this 4 we need to fill. So we get, here is a plus actually, here is a plus. So see, minus into minus we get the plus, minus into minus is the plus. 3 how many are 27? 3 9s are 27. Minus into minus is plus, 3 9s are 27. So in the blank it should be minus 9, not plus 9, minus 9. If it is a plus 9, what happens? Minus into plus will be minus, you will get a minus 27. But here it is already given plus 27. So minus into minus plus, 3 9s are 27. Now here you see, here after the equal is our result should be in the minus. So here already there is a minus, so it should be plus here. Minus into plus will be minus, so it is balanced. 8 how many are 56? That we need to write. 8 7s are 56. See, here it should be plus 7. Plus into minus is minus, 7 8s are 56, or 8 7s are 56. This is simple. Now, here it is a minus C. So already each 5 contains the plus. What should get now here? Minus. Plus into minus, then it's get minus. 5 how many are 35? Simple. 5 7s are 35. In the same way you can tell here. Here it is a plus again. So we have to get here minus. Minus into minus, that only, then only you get plus. 12 how many are 132? Simple. If you don't know, you divide this, you transfer this side and divide. 132 by 12. 12 ones are 12. Here 12 ones are 12. 1 left, that become again 12. 11. 12 into 11s are 132. Minus into minus plus. 11 into 12 or 12 into 11 is 132. In this way, we can complete this exercise. I hope you understand. Well, thank you for watching.